Hello. Sorry, y'all. Was trying to grab my lotion. Hi, hello. My name is Anushka. I also go by Eternal Honesty on this channel, so hi, hello. Um, I think I did promise that I would go live again today, so here I am once again, live. I am like about to head out the door like any minute. Behind me is my bed that is not gonna lie, it's a mess. It's a mess. But I am in like a pretty decent mood today. Like, yeah, I feel like I've done a lot of the things I wanted to do. Like the main things that were on my to-do list, I did check off, which was like watching my lectures that I need to get through. Like I read through the notes, but I wanted to like sit down and watch the lecture to see if the professor, say anything that's really important that's not written on the slides itself. And sometimes, they will clue you into things when they're lecturing that they really want you to focus on versus other things that are not important, which, yeah, that definitely happened. So I'm glad I did watch it because now I know like there's certain things I don't need to know really in depth to like what she has on the slide. Granted, I always say if you don't really want someone to spend a lot of time on it, why include it? But that's just me. What else did I do today? Yeah, I did some assignments. I got some assignments done. So I'm done with all the assignments for like three of my 5 classes. I've actually finished all my assignments for the semester. There's literally only one more week of classes, which I'm so thankful for. Like, I'm very thankful and grateful for. Like, there's only one more week of classes in the semester. Like, this semester has been rough, guys. When I say it has been so rough, like, it has really, I feel like, tested me in a way that school has never tested me. And I want to say I held my own, to be honest, this semester. I really did. This semester, I felt like I don't know, like I was really pushed to my limits in so many ways at points where I just wanted to give up and like just be like, whatever, don't try as hard as I was trying, or like it's impossible to achieve certain things. But I came out a lot better. Like, oh, thank you. Like, the semester started off with me doing terrible in my med search class, guys. Like, when I tell you my first med search exam, I think I cried. I probably did cry because that was the lowest grade I've ever gotten on an exam ever since I've been in nursing school. Was my first grade for med search this semester. Thankfully, I have not gotten lower than that since then. I've been getting better grades consistently. Like my second exam was better than the first, the third was better than the first, and the second. So I've shown improvement each time with med surge. And also my other classes, like some of my grades are not what I would love them to be, but I'm okay with that. I'm chilling. Uh yeah, and then that's just like academically wise. Like I've had like things going on with my health. I think I mentioned it on my last live. I don't know if when I'm going to talk about it fully on here, like what's going on health wise with me, but I probably will talk and make a video about what's going on with my health and what I've just been dealing with my health like this semester. But yeah, so it's like just like going to the doctors, trying to make these appointments, just like the mental, when you know like there's something going on with you, but you're not 100% know what it is. Like, it weighs on you mentally. Like you're thinking about it. It's always at the back of my mind. Like, what could it be? Like, what is the doctor going to tell me the next time I go there? And all that stuff. I've had multiple appointments and I need to, oh, I hate when that happens. Like this thing, it sucks. That's supposed to like hold like my phone up, but Yeah, I even have to make an appointment soon to go see like another like specialist. And this is like so much, especially when I do work as well. I work on the weekends and I still work. And I sometimes pick up extra shift. Like I'm planning on picking up an extra shift this coming Monday since I don't have classes, I don't have clinicals or anything on Mondays right now. I feel like it's gonna fall again. And I really don't want that. I ordered a new mount that I can use to attach to my mirror that I plan on doing. Oh, hold up. Sorry guys, I'm probably just gonna have to hold this or use something else. But hi, hello. Um, what was I saying? I have another appointment I need to make that coming up real soon. Oh my gosh, I do look nice. I'm looking at myself up close. But so there's that. But again, it's really not just like the physical, like going to these appointments and then going to appointments takes away from time from studying and all that fun stuff. So like it literally is just like my biggest issue this semester is just a lack of time for all of my obligation, whether that be work, school, my own health, spending time with my significant other, spending time with my family, showing up for family things, right? Like my sister had performances at her school I was not able to go to because I was studying, and she recently invited me to another one. I think it's coming up next weekend or so, and I'm like, I will definitely be going because I actually can make it, and I want to go. Like, but I'm just like, it's like things like that. I've just felt like I've had like no time, and it's not like a lack of managing my time properly. It's just I have so many obligations. Even with the doctor, like I had to leave work early one day to be able to go see my primary care physician, because that's the only time that she is scheduled, right? Like that she has availabilities that matched up with my availability is on a Sunday. Her other days that she works are Tuesday and Thursday, and those days are my class days. It's not even like clinicals, but those are the days I have classes, and my classes are once for the week. So you have class one day, like med search is only one day a week. So if I miss message, that's a whole like 3 hours worth of lecture I just missed out on that I would have to watch. And the way the schedule is now, almost every week we have an exam on a Tuesday or a Thursday. So I really can't be missing class, like, because I most likely have an exam regardless. So I have to be there. But like, that's to just say, like, I tell people every time they ask about like nursing school or they want to go to an accelerated program like I'm doing right now, time management is going to be your biggest thing. Like, and I'm going to say what I'm going to say next. And it's not me trying to make it seem as if I'm the most intelligent person or that I don't have to work for my grade, but I genuinely feel like the content that you learn in nursing school is not impossible, right? It's not hard. Well, I wouldn't say that it's not hard, but it's not impossible to understand and learn it and grasp the material. It being hard, I feel like that's a bit subjective. Like some things come more easily to other people, like certain type of concepts, right? So I will say it is 100% doable to understand the concept. And even I was talking to another person in my program, and we talked about like how, yeah, if we were doing a 4-year program, nursing program, this would be like a breeze for us. Because especially for people who are doing really well in this being accelerated, if this was a 4-year, you had more time, a slower pace, it wouldn't be terrible. It honestly would not be horrible. But yeah, so I do think time management is the biggest thing in an accelerated program. So there's that. But the semester is almost over. I have made it thus far and I will make it even further. I did figure out my tuition stuff for next semester. It's taken care of. So I'm literally, that's usually my biggest worry. Is it's like, am I going to be able to afford? Am I going to get the loan to be able to pay for the next semester? But I got it squared away really early this time. Last time I literally did apply for the loan and stuff like a week before the bill was due, guys. I know, but thank God everything worked out like it was supposed to. I had to make a lot of calls, but it worked out. Um, yeah, that's school, that's working. I like my job, but they've been giving me more and more responsibility at work, so I'm not able to study as much at work, which is another reason like this semester has annoyed me. Is because I'm like I have more responsibility at work, so I can't just like study at work, and that blows my mind. Like I want to study. But obviously my job is why I'm there, so I do my job, and then if I have downtime, I do study. Uh and really, the main reason I'm still working is because I do need money for like day-to-day things to pay for like my like car insurance, put gas in my car. Earlier this semester, I was commuting for one of my clinicals going to the Bronx. So that's a toll and a parking garage. Every week I was there. I'm spending at least like I don't even remember how much dollars it was every week for toll and gas. So yeah, all of that stuff. Money has to come from somewhere to pay it. So that's the reason why I'm working, to just have a little bit of pocket change and to pay my little bills while I'm still in school. Yeah, that's that. Yeah, it's like having support and just having like one thing I would say, I have my friends, I have a lot of friends who work in the healthcare field and family members too. So like they know how hard it is. So I feel like anytime I tell them I can't do certain things, I can't hang out or that I'm busy, they're very, very, very understanding of the fact that like I'm not saying that because I don't want to be there. It's like I genuinely don't have the time. Bless my parents because I still live at home rent free. I don't pay any bills. I help out in whatever way I can though. So like sometimes I help pay like the cable bill like when I have it and when I'm able to, but like genuinely bless my parents. They feed me. They let me live in their house rent free. Main thing is I pay like all my personal bills because honestly, that's the least I can do if I'm not paying rent, which if I live in New York, rent is expensive. Even renting just a single room is sometimes running people $1,000, which is ridiculous if you ask me. But yeah, so I'm very thankful for the support system I have, for the people I have in my life, down to my younger sister who helped me study like on car drives, like genuinely very, very am blessed in that area for sure. And I never, ever, ever take that for granted because I know people who they're doing this without any family. Like there are people in my program who come from different states for nursing school. So like I'm like, wow, that's crazy. I can't imagine, right? Being away from all of my family members and going through this program. Like I have my mom if I ever need a hug at the end of the day or if I just want to complain. I've used my family to practice on last semester, this semester for stuff for school. So like, having these people around and the support, yes, yes, 100% need them and glad to have them. Like honestly, I feel like school is my entire life these days. Between school and working, like I really don't have time for much else. Like, so I feel like I've been talking a lot about that. I did go on vacation. Vacation was a lot of fun. Glad I really did it because it was a good mental relief, not thinking about school nonstop, studying nonstop. And I'm trying to find a good balance with everything. Um, with all that being said, I am just waiting for this semester to be over, guys. Like, grades be damned. As long as I pass all my class to be able to continue to move on next semester, which I will, it's almost impossible for me to fail. I feel like I would have to fail like my finals and everything. Like when I say fail, like actually like fail these exams to not move on. So I'm in a good position. I would love to get an A for all my classes. Am I going to get an A? Probably not. By the grace of God, it's possible, but who knows? Like I said, I'm not failing anything by any means. So, yeah, very happy. I'm content. And with Easter being this Sunday, oh, that's the other thing I want to talk about. With Easter being this Sunday, right? Yeah, Easter Sunday. Yeah. And then Good Friday is Friday. Duh. I don't know. Like this week, like, Well, it's not even just week, but like the past like couple weeks, I've just really, 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 really been like tapping into my faith a lot more, and just like the having a heart of gratitude for just where I am in life, the things I have, because I feel like sometimes people do forget like the things you have right now, sometimes are things you prayed for. I prayed and fasted, okay, to get into this nursing program. And when I say I prayed and fasted, I did. I don't believe I even told anyone I was fasting, because I really, really, really was just like, no, this is like between me and God. And I think I have a whole video for a testimony alive on that, right? About getting into nursing school and everything. So I am very grateful that not only did I get into the program, but I am doing well in this program, because that was also part of my prayer, was like to pass all my classes and to not fail anything, to not have to repeat anything. Mm, yes. So, right, just having that heart of gratitude, and just even like when things don't go my way, right? Just like surrendering it to God. Be like, okay, that didn't happen like I wanted to, but like, you know what? I'm thankful and I'm still grateful. And whatever God wants for me, let that be what, manifests in my life and what it turns out. And so far, I am I'm doing good, guys. I really am. And I just think this week, and with Easter and uh Good Friday coming up, I've just really been like just reflecting on the fact, like, if it was not for Jesus, I would not be as blessed as I am. I would not have half the things. I would have none of the things that I have in this life. So just to continue to keep Christ at the center of it, and not to get like very distracted by like worldly things and worldly desires, because I felt at a point I kind of was like, not that I didn't believe, but like my focus was not on God as much. I was like focusing on what I'm seeing everybody else in the world doing, and I'm just like, but is that of God? But is that what God wants for you? Like, and it is I feel like one of the challenge when you're a Christian and you're walking with God is to making sure that you constantly keep God at the forefront, because with God you cannot lose, but with the world, with man, you will lose. So that's like my little gospel right there. But yeah, so like that's just where I've been like this week. Like, when I don't know, I've just been like, it's like, I don't know, like my faith, like my spirit just feels, I don't even know how to put it into words. Like, oh my God, I genuinely don't. But whatever it is, I love it. I love it. It's just like I'm so like in tune and tapped in with God right now that like I don't think anything can break that. But yeah, so that is really where I'm at. That's just how life is. There's a lot going on. Like I said, I have my health concern, but even with that, I'm giving it to God. I'm praying about it. Because we know God is a healer. He can do anything. So I'm trusting that my health will be restored. Um, yeah, and that's pretty much that's my life. That's my life. Oh yeah, and if you guys aren't following me on TikTok, you guys should follow me on TikTok, especially if you want to know more about my nursing school journey, because that's really where I have been very more consistent with posting, is over on TikTok. My TikTok is basically the same as my um what's it called? My YouTube handle. So it is Eternal Honesty. Or if you look up nursing student Nush, you'll also find me on TikTok. But yeah, you just see a little bit of like what my days look like, me talking about nursing school even more. But yeah, I thank you guys for always tapping in, the follows, the subscribers, the likes, everything, the engagement. I appreciate it. Oh, thank you. All right, I will see you guys next time. Bye.